some property. You may not have driven around and looked at it, but
I
maybe you went
they're looking,
online and looked at some
they're
stuff,
looking.
you know?
Well, you know what happens? You probably stepped out of your house and started looking around your neighborhood. Look,
100%.
look, where
100%.
we live, on our daily route in and out, if something even looks like it might be coming online, we know it,
Mm,
we've seen it, we pull it up immediately. So right now, there's a duplex for sale in our
it
neighborhood.
is. Yeah, I think they're
And
asking too much
they're
for it,
asking too
so
much, so we just let it sit. When we see
mhm,
them and they're asking too much, you don't obviously, you don't wanna rush over to make an offer,
right,
but we do keep an eye on it. A
right.
lot of
Well,
times
we
we
saw
see.
another property, right? It was this one house, guys, that and we didn't talk to you, well, maybe we did talk to you guys about looking for properties that aren't even on the market, right? We were driving by, we saw this property, and we've been watching it over the last couple of months. It looks like it's in much need of repair, the perfect kind of property that we look for. And I think that I had actually tried to reach out to this guy. I got his phone number by doing some research, and I never got a call back.
Right.
So we saw yesterday they had a sign in the yard, and we're like, okay, it's on the
Yeah.
market. Don't like when they're on the market. We like to get them when they're not on the market.
Right,
But anyway,
right.
price for this property, we thought that it should be listed at like maybe 100,000 and they were asking $280,000. So
Right.
we're like, nope, we're
Yeah.
not going for that one because
It's
it's
over. It's
overpriced.
well,
I
it's
was
it
very surprised
and
about
that
that.
happens sometimes. I mean, look, the fact of the matter is everybody doesn't know how to
Hmm. Hmm.
price a property, us and
Hmm.
including we don't, look, there's agents and people in the industry that, if their client says, "Hey, price it at 280 or price it at," you can give them advice not to do that. But at
Hmm.
the end of the day, the owner is kind of the one that might push an unrealistic price.
Hmm.
And a lot of times, the only thing that can happen with that is it just sits.
Hmm.
And one thing about it sitting, reality strikes. When nobody looked at it at all.
Yeah,
I mean, it
yeah,
just sat for like a month, two
right.
months. Then they start, sometimes they will be realistic. For
Yeah.
Jen and I, and when we do engage and we're working with clients, we spend a lot of time up front giving them the information to make them see,
Hmm.
when to help them see you're unrealistic. And if they're
Hmm.
too unrealistic, we'll just bow out.
I'm just going
Yeah,
to the next
yeah,
one.
we'll
There's
bow
so
out.
many
Yeah.
properties out there,
So
so many houses, so many
so
duplexes and
we're gonna
condos.
but we're gonna get into this team. This thing is a team sport.
Hmm.
Okay. You look at your real estate business because it is a business. Look at your real estate investing business
Hmm.
as a team business.
Yeah.
You do that, you will help yourself immediately because you will start identifying people that you need on your team.
Hmm.
And this is critical because too many people don't understand that if you don't have a team, you're not going to find out where your problem is until you're in the problem.
Hmm.
And then it's going to be a little late because you will have absolutely paid for that problem. That you might think you don't, but you will. You'll pay for it with time,
Hmm.
a tremendous amount of time that you'll have to spend to fix something. You'll pay for it with money because you will have made a mistake that cost you
Hmm.
dearly, and now you have to recoup or back up. One of the places we see this the most is with your contractors in the construction piece of this, when you're actually renovating your properties.
Hmm.
What we try to remind people that with what Jen and I do in our coaching process, we could individually go out and coach. We don't have to coach together. Okay. And we could individually go out and coach
Hmm.
and keep in mind, both of us have a depth of experience. So she could coach and I could coach, and you would pay dearly for both of those coaching processes.
Hmm.
We teamed up and put our coaching together.
A
There's
double
very,
whammy.
very, very few. I would almost say I haven't seen any. So if you look in the space of coaches, I haven't seen any dual coaches where you have two coaches or right now for the price of one. Now, we can't tell you it will stay that way forever because, we have coaches that coach us too. They're like, hey, you guys shouldn't be coaching together. But we said we do what God leads us to do. And right now he's leading us to coach together
Right.
because we also are, it's important to us about family. It's important to us about pulse.
Hmm.
It's important for us about generational stuff. And we are a team effort. The word says that one can put 1,000 to flight, two can put 10,000 to flight.
That's right.
Look, we come with two. We come with double the whammy and double the power. So when we come into a situation, he also says we're one or more or two or more prey. we come with two praying.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of benefit from us doing what we do, and we don't take that lightly. So I just want to share that with you guys. That's kind of what you get benefit of.
Working with
Okay.
you.
Like you too. Sometimes she gets on me, and sometimes she's nudging and kicking me and doing things. You guys don't see it,
Never.
but you know
never.
what? I love her, so I let her
Never.
get. Any of you that's married, you
Oh,
already know
It's our anniversary.
it
by the
is our
way.
anniversary today. Yep, absolutely.
Anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you. We're gonna go out and have fun afterwards. But we we help each other. We feed off of each other.
Mhm.
We do things for each other. We compliment each other. You know, things that I forget, she remembers. Things she forgets, I remember. We've been together long enough that we do that. You know, I can usually do very, it's probably many people